Hey everyone, Agent Fluffy here. I apologize for the, the reverb that's going to be going on for the microphone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that issue, but, if it does happen, I do apologize, but I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix it at the moment. I mean, I've tried all this stuff that I've tried, like shut down the computer and everything, but if it does happen, it happens. But anyway, when we last left off, well, I had to defend Larry Butz from, like, getting guilty verdict and all that stuff. But yeah, let's continue on with the Let's Play. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching the video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 o'clock p.m. Terribly sorry about misunderstanding. Oh, sure. Watching a taped program, huh? The voice saying time on a taped program. Okay, I'm gonna ask some questions right here. On that particular testimony. So you saying that you heard the time on a taped program, but wasn't there a blackout and say, there's no electricity whatsoever during that time? During that particular time, and you watch it on the videotape on the time of the taped program. That's pretty damn suspicious right there. But anyway, I'm gonna continue.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program? Yeah, the voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I got this one. Let's do this. I'm gonna press a restatement. Cross-examination, the time of discovery. Let's press this one. You said heard, not saw.
Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch.
Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continuing your testimony.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Okay, yeah, sure, bucko. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio.
Again! This statement right here! There's a fucking blackout during that time that you said there's a blackout.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. I agree with you, Mia. It's very suspicious.
The witness has testified he heard the time.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it?
How do you explain the gap?
Well, witness, can you explain this?
Okay, this statement is pretty goddamn suspicious right here. Video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, true. Right. I think the problem lies someplace else.
We agreed that you had time to see then.
That's why I thought it was 1 o'clock p.m. Are you sure the voice you heard, it said it was 1 o'clock p.m.? Yes, I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear.
Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified his testimony?
My apologies, Your Honor. I, too, have only just learned the witness heard the time.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I only remembered it just now. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Well, you just watch it. Not much point pressing him on that one, was there? Okay. Let's see. Huh. Let's see. The television. God damn it. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh, really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Oops, that didn't go so well. Victim must have watched a video television program. Okay, let me look at the court record. Stone on a day of the crime. Let me look at this statement. Something about this seems off. Something about hearing the television. Yeah, that seems off. Hold it right there. The prosecution had said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. Yeah, that is completely off right there. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Yeah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarge?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sarge, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, you seem rather distraught.
But my apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sarge. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Okay, so we got witness testimony, hearing the time. I'm just turning up the gain just a little bit. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Okay. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. My God. Yeah.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Examination, hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I can see how you being a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock?
Is there really any such thing as a table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? I don't think so. A table clock? Was there a clock in the scene?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon?
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Something's fishy here. I completely agree.
That must have been what I saw.
Why did you tell us that in the first place?
I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how that happened myself.
The witness said he saw the table clock. End of story.
Now, find the contradiction. It's very fishy. Let's present this. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a clock. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is a hole in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You're inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh, baby, this is so good.
Order the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Or the witness can't elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no. I mean, I saw. Shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Give him death.
Order! Order the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright!
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is right on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
I think it's 8:25.
That's certainly a strange way to announce time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we're at the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between when Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slower the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case! He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close!
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify. Look what happens! You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit! Mia! I mean, Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time downing the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 o'clock p.m. here, it's 1 o'clock a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Yes, and the last piece of evidence to present is the passport. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh!
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we had all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and's been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty! And with that, this court is adjourned.
We did it, guys! Woo! It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. It's August Day! August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won! Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean bad. Bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this as a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right! What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is a clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end! And that's the end of the first Turnabout. Alright, this is where I'm going to be ending the episode 2. Basically, this is the end of the first Turnabout. I had a lot of fun doing that case, and I had a lot of fun entertaining you guys with it. So, yeah, that's where I'm gonna end things off. The first Turnabout is ended. So, yeah, this has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys in Turnabout Sisters. So, this has been Agent Fluffy, and I will see you guys then. Bye! Hey everyone, Agent Fluffy here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to support me even more, feel free to support my Patreon. The links are right here.